Good morning. Um, what do I want to say? I know what I want to say. When I first started this channel, it was for family and friends. Didn't think about getting subscribers or anything like that. It was for family and friends to enlighten them really about the journey Alfie and I were experiencing. Alfie particularly, in regards to Parkinson's disease and Lewy body's dementia. So the whole point of my videos was, in fact, a little bit like Joey and Molly, the son and his mother, and Joey vlogs regularly, and it's turned into quite a big movement following Molly, who was diagnosed with dementia when she was 65. Alfie was much younger than that when he was diagnosed. He was home for well over 20 years, being cared for and looked after by myself. And until it got quite dangerous for both of us. And he ended up in hospital after a fall. They didn't expect him to survive. They thought it was a bleed on the brain. But he pulled through. He's so strong, my man. He pulled through. But he had to go into a nursing home. And he has held his own. Yes, there have been a couple of times when he's been hospitalised. That's been more due to, how shall I say this, ignorance of people being aware that hydration is very, very necessary, even when a cup or something is pushed away from the mouth. Get ice cream or yoghurt or something into people. So Alfie ended up in hospital a couple of times due to being dehydrated. So yes, I originally wanted to get on here to share the journey and all the pitfalls, and that I intend to do a couple of videos at least about that, bearing in mind now we're going into the third decade of this. Having said all that, I'm very, very grateful for the people who have come to support me and the subscribers I do have. And yes, I would like some more, please, because I want to improve the content of my channel, not be like some of the others with their silly hauls and their silly chats, and their videos of them drinking themselves into a stupor. I'd like to present coherent, cohesive, intelligent and informative content. So that's what I'm intending to do. I've got deep respect for many of you, and long may our friendship continue and flourish. I'm going to come back today after I've seen Alfie. He's been on for over a week. He has been taking antibiotics and steroids for this chest infection. The steroids are because he won't be able to cope with a nebuliser, obviously. So that's what they're used for. They've restarted the antibiotics this week because the infection hasn't cleared up. Yes, I'm extremely worried. But if I got myself into a tease every time something happened, I'd be no good to him, no good to my children, no good to anybody really. So I have to try and just keep calm, and that I'm doing. So I'll be back later with another video and give you an update on Alfie. And in the meantime, Buddhism. Do I consider myself a Buddha? I suppose so, in a way, because I am awakened. And that's all that being a Buddha means. It isn't a religion, as some people have accused me of being a Buddhist. an accusation. I'd rather be a Buddhist than an alcoholic or a drug addict. But there you go. These are the people who accuse me. So I'm going to read something again from my little book, if you'll bear with me, my little Buddhist book, and give you a little bit of something to chew on in regard to Buddhism. And it's the nature of willed action. Blah, 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 the continuing, right? If you threw a ball in a certain direction, the ball, of course, would just stop, roll to the ground and stop. And that would be the end of your action. No, it wouldn't, because Buddhists see everything as being a seamless, continuous action throughout life. There's no one action, not a one, that doesn't have ripples. When we see the ball bounce and roll to a stop, we tend to think the action is over, but only the ball has stopped. The action we took doesn't stop at all. When the ball hit the ground, it jostled the soil and the grass, and it converted its energy of motion to heat. Even though the ball comes to rest, the energy that once moved it is still there. From your hand to the ball, to the soil, to the grass. It's being converted into heat and dispersed. It will continue to disperse, but it won't disappear. So the point is, I think, that energy and action doesn't stop at all. As with our bodies, when we die, we convert it into energy. All this energy, all this action goes somewhere. Even through innumerable transformations, events continue on and on. This is how things are. Nothing stops. This is the nature of reality. This is the nature, if we awaken, of our mind. Pure, unending movement. There's a lot more to that in there, but I may come back to that, but I think that's enough for now. And I will come back later. I'm going out in the snow shortly. Really bad weather. It's going to be the worst for 7 years at least, apparently. It was 5, then it was 7, then it was 10. So I'm going for the middle, 7 years. It's the cold front coming in from Siberia. So I will be back later, and in the meantime, have a little think about that, what I read. And I hope to come back with some good content and some good news about Alfie. Bless you all and have a fabulous morning. Bye-bye.